बोलते हो 10 ले लो तो
ले लो
10 मोटी और 5 छोटी।
हाँ ले
बस
लो जाओ
जाओ ले लो नाम जाओ।
हाँ पहले ये जूतों पे ना खुला रहेगा खुला रहेगा सीधा पोछ लिया कर ले जा हाँ 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 ठीक है हाँ ठीक है
This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, very good morning to everyone. So, the last couple of sessions we started with some of the control structures, right? What are the control structures we talked about in the last couple of sessions? Conditional statements like what? If statement, if else statement, nested if statement. And then we talked about multi-branching statement like case statement. So we work a few examples using the case statements, correct? So what are the programs we work on case statement? Ring counter, correct? Flip-flop, JK flip-flop, SR flip-flop, mux, multiplexer, correct? So you can take one more example, a few more examples to write a program using case statements, okay? So write a behavioral model of JK and SR flip-flop. JK, SR, okay, let us take JK, SR, T and D flip-flop, T and D flip-flops with the reset, using case statement. So what are the program we wrote in the last lesson, correct? Without reset. Clock S and R of the input, Q1, Q bar of the output. Now using case statement, you can write a behavioral model for JK, SR, T, D flip-flop using the reset. Using reset with the reset using the case statement. How to do this? What is the logic? The one more input to this flip-flop is reset. When reset is equal to 1, you decide that Q becomes 0. When reset is equal to 0, then what you should do? It is work like a flip-flop. J0, K0 flip-flop. 0, 1 reset is set, 1, 0 set is set, 1, 1 is stop is set in the case of JK flip-flop. Can you write a program to this quickly? At least one if you write, so that you will be understanding how to write the next one. So write a program to this behavioral model of write the JK flip-flop with the reset. JK flip-flop with the reset. How to write a program to this? So what are the inputs to this module? Correct module, JK flip-flop of, what are the inputs to this is clock, reset, JK, Q and Q bar, then K and Q bar, K comma Q bar. What are the input to this? Clock, reset, J and K, correct. And output, right, Q and Q bar, Q and Q. Then what I need to do? What model I was asking to do? Behavioral model, always at the rate. So let us design the positive edge. Positive edge of the clock, right? Clock, begin. Then what I need to do? Case. How to write the case statement to this? Concatenation, correct. I can write what? Reset, comma J, comma K. Then what I need to do? What is the alternative on statements to this case statement? 3 tick, correct? 3 tick B, what? 100 colon, what I want to do? Q is equal to what? 1 tick B, 0, correct? When reset is equal to 1, concatenation I am doing, correct? Next is what? 3 tick B, 0, correct? Tick B, 0, when reset is 0, correct? J0, K0, what is Q is equal to? Q is equal to? So memory state means what I need to write? Q is equal to Q, correct? Next, 3 tick B, what I need to write here? 0, 1. This is nothing but what? Set condition, reset condition. J0, K1, reset is 0. Next, what I need to do? Reset is 0, J is 1, K is 0 means 1. Set condition, Q becomes 1 tick B1. Next, what I need to write? What is the next one is? 3 tick B, 0, 1, 1, 1. Q is equal to what? Q is equal to not of Q. Q is equal to not of Q, I can write. This is toggling of this. Then default, what I can write? Default Q is equal to, let us write 1 tick B, X. Then what I need to do? Using end keyword, end case, you can end the case. Correct. Then what I need to do? Now you can write Q bar is equal to what? Not of Q. Then end the one. Always. Then end the module. Did you understand this program? So I'm using one more input is nothing but 1. Reset. When reset is equal to 1. So now all this will be concatenated. If reset is 1, J0, K0, Q is nothing but what? 0. So making Q to 0. If reset is 0, J0, K0, memory state. Reset is 0, J0, K1, reset state. Reset is 0, J1, K0, set condition. Both are 1, 1. If reset is 0. If reset is 1, always Q follows what? 0. Now let us actions. Can you write the stimulus to this design? Write a stimulus to this. Now there is no error. Okay. Now can you write the TP to this? Write the stimulus to this. Are you understanding this program? Okay. Now write the stimulus with this module TP. Write what are the rates are? Clock, reset, J and K. Correct. Wire are what? Q1, Q bar. Then we need to differentiate JK flip flop, DUT off. Let us do port connection by net. Port connection. This is clock off. What? Clock. Reset off. Reset. J off. J. And K off. K. And Q off. Q. Dot Q bar off. Bar. Correct. Then what I need to do? I need a clock. Generate always. Correct. Clock is equal to what? Not of clock. Then initial begin. Initial begin. Initial clock to what? 0. Then reset and JK. Correct. So that as reset is equal to 1 at time t is equal to 0. Okay. Then what I need to do? So let us take J is equal to 0, correct? Then K is equal to 0. So let me give the timestamp. Okay. So let us give at 15. At 15, what I want to do? Reset is equal to what? Is equal to 0. Then make J is equal to 0. Then K is equal to K. So let us make okay. Reset is equal to 0. Let us remove this line now. Now reset, my reset is 0. So J0, K1. Next. Let us at 30. What I can write? J is equal to 1, K is equal to 0. Now let us make at 90. Both 1. Okay.
फोन आ रहा है
Now
मैं
I'm going to end this. Now one more initial begin. For what? Monitor this. Dollar symbol. Monitor of what I want to monitor. Time. Correct? Then tab space. What I need to monitor. Clock. Then reset is equal to percentage B, then J is equal to 0, percentage B, then K is equal to percentage B. So, then is equal to Q bar is equal to percentage B. So what argument I need to pass? Clock, reset, J, K, Q bar, Q bar. So this is Q bar. This is Q bar. Okay. Then let me finish this at $200 symbol finish. Then end this initial begin. And what I need to do? End the module. This is correct. This always block is using for generating clock of time period of 10. And this is initial block I'm using to what? Initializing the values. Then this initial block I'm using for what? Monitor. Monitoring the values. Okay, then I'm going to end the module. Now let us first run for the syntax errors. So So no syntax errors. This is the output. Let us copy this output here. At time t is equal to 0, what we have? Time t is equal to 0, reset is 1, J0, K0, but Q and Q bar will be what? Unknown state. So I have not initialized anything to Q and Q bar when reset is equal to what? At time t is equal to 0. Now let us initialize this what? Q is equal to 1 tick B of 0 and Q bar is equal to what? 1 tick B of 1. Now let us remove this and run this. Now analyze the output of. So at time t is equal to 0 now. What is the reset is? Clock is 0. Reset is equal to 0, K0. Now Q is equal to 0, Q bar is equal to 1. So rising edge comes at this point. Clock 5. Correct. Clock 1. What is reset is? When reset is 1, what is the Q is? 0, Q bar is 1. So then next rising edge comes where? At 15. At 15, what is my reset is? When reset is 0, J0, K0, what is output is? Memory state, what it was earlier. Earlier it is 0, Q is equal to 0, Q bar is equal to 1. And next rising edge comes here. 25, the timestamp 25, what is reset is? Reset is 0, J0, K0 means 1. Memory state, it falls on the previous state. So next rising edge comes here. Here also reset is 0, J0, K0 memory state. Again next rising edge comes here. You can see here J0, K1. Reset is what? 0. Now what is Q is? Reset is state. Q bar is 1. Reset operation means what? Q is equal to 0 and Q bar is equal to 1. Correct. Is it clear? Now if I am making here Q is equal to 1 initially, if I am making Q is equal to 1 and Q bar is equal to 0, so what output I am going to get for this? When 0, 0, J0, K0 memory state, correct? J0, K0 memory state. Let us run this program. Now J0, K0 memory state, correct? When J is equal to 0, 1, then it is a reset state. You can observe this output. At initial T is equal to 0, reset is 1, J0, K0, what is we are initializing to? What we are initializing to? Q is equal to 1 and Q bar is equal to 0. So after when rising edge comes, when reset is equal to 1, when reset is equal to 1, what we are doing? Q is equal to 0, right? Q is equal to 0, irrespective of the what? If J0, K0, according to our program, we are doing that. When J0, K0, reset is equal to 1, what we are doing? You can see this output here, this program here. Reset is equal to 1. What is J0, K0 is? 0, 0. When reset is 1, J0, K0 is 0, 0. What we are making? Q is equal to 0. Did you understand? Now when rising edge comes, this is the output. Reset is 1 means Q0, Q bar is 1. This rising edge, reset is 0, J0, K0, memory operation. When reset is 0, then it observes the JK input. At this rising edge, what happens here? Can you tell me? Memory state. Reset is 0, J0, K0, memory state. So at this rising edge of the clock, memory state. At this rising edge of the clock, reset operation. Did you understand? Again, next rising edge of the clock, what happens? Reset operation. Again, up to where it is reset operation. Here also 0, 0, 0, 1. This also 0, 1. Up to 90, it is 0, 1. Up to not 90, up to 100, it is 0, 1. So at this 105, the rising edge of the clock is what? 105 rising edge of the clock. Reset is 0, K0, J1 and K0. Set operation. Now it has happened the set operation here. So next rising edge, it is set operation. In next rising edge also what? Set operation. So where it is toggling here? So 195 it is toggling here. So in this case, raising edge of the clock, positive edge of the clock, reset is 0, J is equal to 1 and K is equal to 1. What happening here? When J1, K1 means what? Toggling operation. Did you understand this program? Similarly, you can write the program for what? Write the program for SRTD flip-flop with what? With the reset. With the reset. In the last session, we wrote the program for what? Without reset. Now you can write it for and run and verify the simulation result for SRT and DP. Okay. So now let us go with the other multi-branch statement is nothing but what? Case statement. Case X statement. What is a case? What is the difference between case X and the case Z statement? 3 multi-branching statement, right? What are the 3 multi-branching statements? Case X and case Z. So there are 3 cases. This is the case. Second one is case X. Third one is case Z. So what is the difference between case X and the case Z in Verilog? We know that case is the alternative to the nested if statement. Right? In many alternatives is there. It is very unlikely. So that we can go with what? Case statements. So what is the case X and case Z? Is the case X and case Z are the keywords for the multi-branching statements. Case X and case Z. What is this case X treats? All the Z values in the case alternatives. What is the case alternatives? Rating alternatives for the case, right? All the Z values in the case alternatives are the case expressions are, it is considered as what? Don't care condition. Let us write the one example to this. This is a case X, case Z with what? Expression. The this you are writing correct. Writing the alternative here. One is or 1x. 1x colon, correct. This is the output y. O is nothing but z is treated as a what? Don't care. That is a specialty of the cases. So in whatever the case statement you are writing, when you are writing the alternatives, you used to write what? Zeros or ones. In J0, K0, J1, K0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. What happens if you are writing the alternatives as a X and Z? You understand? If this is nothing but my alternative, this is nothing but what? Expression. Let us write X plus Z. This is nothing but statements. This is nothing but my alternative. This is an expression. Based upon this expression, the different case will be executed. Correct? In the alternatives, if you are using Z, this Z will be treated as what? X. You don't understand? So this kind of modeling is required when you are modeling the what? Parity encoders. So you know that what is meant by parity encoder? Assigning the parity to the higher order bits, assigning the parity to the lower order bits. Suppose the inputs 4 cross 2 encoder. The 4 inputs, 1 don't care, that will be treated as what? 1, 1. It is encoded as 1, 1 or 0, 0 based upon what parity you are assigning to the endpoint. So to model those kind of things, we can use what? Case X or case Z statements. So here case Z is nothing but it treats all the Z values in the case alternatives or the case expressions as what? Don't case. Even in the expression also, if you are writing what? Z also, expression or alternatives, it is going to treat it as what? Don't case means what it is going to treat. It is nothing but X. Did you understand? So all the bits position with the Z can also represented by question mark. So when you are writing the expression or alternatives, instead of Z, you can also write what? Question mark. Let us take one tick B, one question mark I am writing. You can understand. So what is this question mark treats here? So this also consider all the bits position with a Z. So suppose I'm writing 2 tick B, 2 tick B, 1 Z is an alternative I'm writing. This Z can be considered as a what? This Z can be represented as a question mark in that position. Means, let us take an example. I'm writing the alternative like this. 1 tick or let us take 4 tick B. 1 is Z is Z is Z. 1 is Z is Z is Z. This Z also can be represented by what? Question mark. These bit positions are denoted by what? Question marks. This can be represented as what? Question mark. Clear? Did you understand? So what is the case? This is about the case Z statement. Case Z statement. What is the case Z statement will be? In the expression, in the alternatives, if you write Z, that Z or question mark always will be treated as what? Don't case X. Did you understand? So what is case X means? It treats all the X and Z values in the case items or the case expressions as what? Don't case. Did you understand? What is the meaning of this is? What case X will do? If you represent X or if you represent Z in your alternatives or in your case expression, those X and Z will be always treated as what? X, don't care of. Did you understand? So the use of this case X and case Z allows the comparison of only what bits? Is it comparison of 0, 1 bits or non-0, 1 bits? This is a comparison of non-X or non-Z values. This case X and case Z allows comparison of only the non-X or non-Z values. Non-Z positions in the case expression and the case alternatives. Did you understand this? So only one bit is considered to determine the what? Next states and other bits are ignored. When you are using case X and case X and case Z, only one bit will be considered to determine the next state. And other bits are ignored. The use of this case X and case Z values are, if your input bits are, it may be Z or X. To consider to represent that, you can use what? Case statements. Case X or case Z statements. Other than 0 and 1, how you can model those things? Model those hardware so that you can use the what? Case X and case Z. Now you can see this example. So this example is nothing but we are modeling the encoder. What encoder is nothing but 3x1 encoder. 3x0 means what? 4 inputs. If you write the encoder, how many inputs will be there? 4x2 encoder, how many inputs will be there? There are 4 inputs. Correct? Let us take this is I0, I1, I2 and I3. How many outputs will be there? 2 outputs, Y0 and Y1. So normal version of encoders, we have a problem. Correct? The problem is if one or more bits are input bits are high, it is getting confusion that what I should encode. Right? So that we are going with what? Parity encoder, assigning the parity to the LSB bits or the MSB bits. Now this encoder is modeling using what? Case X statement. What is case X statement? So we are taking here, this is a 3 down to 0 and this is nothing but integer state. Now case condition we are writing case X is equal to what? Encoding. If encoding is what? 4 tick B, 1 XXX. What is XXX? It is treating here is in the case X. It is treating as a don't key. Now what it is going to, what we are doing in the statements here? The next state we are writing what? 3. If I write the truth table to this is I3, this is I2, this is I1 and this is I0 and this is the output. Let us take Y0 and Y1. If MSB bit is 1, this is my MSB bit I3. I0 is what? LSB bit. If MSB bit 1, irrespective of this, correct? Don't care what this will be encoded as 1, 1. This we call parity encoder. correct? You are assigning the parity to the what bit? MSB bit or LSB bit? MSB bit. Irrespective of the LSB bits, if you don't care means what? 0 or 1. It may be 0 or 1. If my MSB bit is 1, this will be encoding as what? 1, 1. This is what we are doing here using case statement. 4 tick B 1 XX. XX. What is next state I am writing is? Next state is nothing but 3. 3 in binary means what? 1, 1. Did you understand? Now what is next state is? How to represent encoding to the next is? If my MSB bit this I3 is 0, if I2 is 1, irrespective of this I0 and I1, this will be encoding as what? 1, 0 means what? 2. Is it clear? Again, this is 0, this is, or if you take XX also, no problem. Correct? If this is X, it means don't care, 0 or 1. This is nothing but what? Don't care, 1X. This will be encoded as what I am encoding as 0, 1. Correct? And next is what? X, 1. This will be encoded as what? 0, 0. Correct? If you are giving encoding is other than this, what I am doing default statement is nothing but. I'm telling that next state should be what? The encoder output should be 0, 0. Did you understand? So here, the encoding input is, this is nothing but not 1. This is 4 tick 10 XZ. 4 tick 10 XZ. Would cause the next state is nothing but what in this case is nothing but 3. See, I am writing other than this. This is nothing but 1, don't care. Here I am writing 1, 0 XZ. It includes, this combination includes 0, 1, X and Z. So what next state I can write for this is nothing but, I can write next state is equal to what? Since MSB bit is 1, I can assigning this to what? 3. Did you understand? So thus an input encoding 4 tick 10 XZ could cause the next state is nothing but what? 3 to be executed. So this is how these case 6 and case Z statement, case statements are used to modeling the what? Easily you can model the what circuit, combinational circuit is. Parity encoder. Because normal version of the encoder, we have a problem. Correct? So that we go with what? Parity encoder. Do you understand this? What is the use of K6 and K6 statement? Now can you write a program to this? Write a program. Let me ask a program. So write a program to the 4x2 parity encoder. Higher order. Let us take higher order. 4x2 parity encoder. Using case statement. Using case is a statement. Case is a statement. How to write the block diagram to this? What is the block diagram to the 4x2 encoder? How many inputs will be there? 4 inputs, 2 outputs. Let us take input is what? I0, I1, I2. This is nothing but what? I2 and I3. So what are the outputs? So let us take Y0 and Y1. So one more output is what you can use in the encoder. Enable will be there anyway. Enable is used to what? You are deciding that which encoder should enable or disable, correct? Physically it is present, but electrically you are switching off using enable pin, correct? That will be there, okay? One more output I can write what? Valid out, correct? What is this valid output tells that? What is this valid output is? Whether you are properly encoded or not. If valid is equal to 1. If I write a truth table to this, I3, I2, I1 and I0, correct? So case Z we are representing this. This is Y0 and let us take Y1 and Y0 and this is a valid output. Valid output. If this is 1, if it is Z, what it is treated as in case Z? Don't care. Correct. So what I can encode this is 1, 1. Did you understand? So this is a valid encoding. I can write 1. Again, what I can write here? Z1, ZZ, 1, 0, this is a valid encoding. 1. Again, this I can write what? ZZ, 1 Z is nothing but what? 0, 1. This is a valid encoding. Correct? And this I can write what? ZZ, Z1 is nothing but what? Encoded as 0, 0. This is a valid encoding is 1. If I am writing all Z values, all Z inputs are.
वो all का item मिल जाएगा.
I can write the invalid 0, 0. Valid is nothing. That valid is 0, output valid 0. If valid is 0, what indicates it is not a proper encoding input or output. Correct? If valid is equal to 1, what tells here? Proper encoding. Right? According to the whether we have designed with higher order parity encoder or lower order parity encoder. Can you write a program to this? Write a program to this.
अमूल की गाड़ी ऐसे मिला यहाँ से. अमूल की गाड़ी.
Write a program to this. Write a program to parity encoder.
तब तक अपना काम होगी.
कल का डेट में देखो ना
28 तारीख.
आज की
आज तारीख कितना है?
28
आज.
27 हाँ सही है
हाँ तो फिर.
ला ले जा घर में हाँ बोला हाँ
Okay, write a program to this. Module, right? Module name shall I write the encoder? Encoder 4 cross 2. What are the inputs to this is? Shall I take I comma Y comma valid? Correct? Then what I need to write? What are the inputs are? Input 3 down to 0 of what? I. Output one more input, right? No, only one input. Then output reg 1 down to 0, right? 1 down to 0 of what? Y. Then again output reg valid. It is a scalar. Valid. Next, what I need to do? Always write the event. What event? At the rate of, shall I write the star? How to write this? Star indicates what? I0 changes, I1 changes, I2 changes, or I3 changes. Your always block will be responding to when the event triggers. Okay. Then what I need to write? Begin. What statement it is? Case Z of what I can write here? I. Simply I. Correct? I is nothing but what now it is? 3 down to 0. Vector. Next, what I need to do? The alternative to this. 4 tick B. Correct? 1 Z is equal to Ulan. What I want to do? Y is equal to what I want to do? 3. Y is equal to 3. Correct? Y is equal to 3. Next. 4 tick B. 4 tick B. What? Z1. Z is nothing but Y2. Next is what? 4 tick B. Z what? 1Z is nothing but what? 1. Next is what? 4 tick B. This is Z what? 1 is nothing but 1. 0. Next, what I need to write? Let us write the default. Y is equal to what? Y is equal to, let us take 1 tick B of X. 1 tick B or 2 tick B it is. Y is nothing but vector here. 2 tick B of X. Right. Now I'm going to end the case. In the case. Next, how to find out the valid output? How to find out the valid output? If you remember, valid expression, Boolean expression is I0 plus input, I0 plus I2 plus I3 plus I0 plus I2 plus I3 plus I3, I0, I1, I2, I3. Valid is this is separate output, right? Separate output. So if my input, if it is all Z, 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 what I have to do? 0. Valid is equal to 0. So how to calculate the valid? Shall I use the mixed mode modeling technique here? Assign valid is equal to what? I of 0, correct? What operation? R operation. I of 1, correct? R operation. I of 2, R operation, correct? I of 3. Is it fine? Then what I want to do? What I want to do? In the body. Now let us run this for what? Syntax check. Let me run this for syntax. So line number 16. Procedural continuous assignments are not yet fully supported. RHS of will be the only be evaluated once so this where I can use this one. Inside the always or outside the always. So always how it will be, how always will be executed. It is loop like fashion. Always left hand side up should be what data type it should be. Rigid data type. Correct? Even though I am declaring this as a rigid data type, it is a continuous assignment statement. Correct? I should put this what? Outside the what? Then it is taking about the reg valid cannot be driven by the primitive or a continuous assignment statement. Then what I need to do here? I need to declare this as a reg data. By default now this valid is what data type? Valid data type. Now this is fine now. Did you understand what is a couple of errors I am getting here? So I am doing the mixed mode modeling technique here. This is for what? Behavioral model. Always plan. This is for what? Continuous assignment statement. Data flow assignment statement. Here I am using what? Both. To model the encoder. Mixed mode modeling technique. Is it clear? Now can you write the test bench and verify the output of this program? Whether it is functioning as a to encoder. So what is the test bench to this? Module TB, correct? Then reg 3 down to 0 of what? I. Then while 1 down to 0 of what? Y. Next while valid. While valid, correct? Now I need to instantiate the design file. This is encoder. The mode name is 4 cross 2 of duty of, let us do port by default connection. Okay. Next thing to do. Initial begin. Is it I need a clock to do this? Combinational logic circuit. Now right. Initial begin. Now I need to generate the I value. Shall I go with what? Dollar symbol random. Let me give some delay. Then I am going to display this. Display of dollar symbol time. Then what I need to do? So I is equal to percentage B. Then Y is equal to what? Percentage B, comma, what I need to do? Valid is equal to percentage B. Now I'm going to pass the argument is what? I comma y comma what? Value. Then finish this. Finish. Then end the module. End the initial. Then end the module. So later I'm going to repeat this. First let me verify for the one input, one combination of these. Okay. Now let us run for the syntax errors. So line number 27. So it is showing that wildcard port connection dot star did not find a matching identifier for the port 3. What is the port 3 is? VALID, okay, and VAILE. What is the spelling for the valid? Okay, LID, it may change. LID. Here also LID, then okay, here it is correct. Now when I'm passing the argument, it is correct. Line number 32, VA LID, right? LID, here also VA LID. Is it clear? Now can you verify the output of this? Is it working as an encoder? What is input is 0100. This is I3, not I1, I2, I3. What as I2 is irrespective of the what? Other inputs. Now this should be encoded as what? 10 means what? 2. Then what is it? Is a valid output? 1. Did you understand? Now let us give the input as port tick B Z. It is a valid encoding. Correct. Now what it is going to be in this case? Valid is equal to 0. Let us run this program. So in this case, all are the x, but this is not working as an encoder here. You can see what is the input I am giving. I is equal to what? Z. When all my inputs are Z. What is the program we have done? When I is, if all Z, it is taking Y is equal to what? 3. And it is taking valid is also what? Unknown. Is this is correctly working as an encoder? So can you debug this program? See this program, can you do this program? So for this input I is Z. So it is encoding as what? 1. And I am getting the valid output is nothing but what? X. If all my Y's are, okay, let me make all my inputs are 0. What this should be encoding as a what? Is nothing but Y is nothing but X. It has removed this line. So then Y became X. Valid became 0. Correct? If my all the inputs are what? 0. Now this program, whatever we are writing here, if I is what? If I is 1 Z, or if all I's are Z, it is encoding as what? Y is equal to 3. You don't understand? If all inputs I is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0, it is encoding what we are doing is other than this. If all are zeros, if I is 0, 4 zeros, it is going to what statement? Default statement. What is default statement we are doing? Y is equal to 2 cross bx means it is taking xx. Unknown. Valid also what? It is not a valid, right? We are writing a valid expression is nothing but if I0 is 1 or I1 is 1 or I2 is 1 or I3 is 1, then valid is 1. If all inputs are 0, 0, 0, 0, what is our operation of this is nothing but 0. So do you think that this is working as a what? Encoder? Is it working as an encoder correctly? Okay, let me do one thing. I am going to repeat this. Shall I repeat? Repeat 5 times. Begin. Then I am going to end.
तू खा ले अभी तो तू
And then I am going to finish. Then end the
तो देना मैं क्या
initial begin.
बाजरे की रोटी है
Now can you see this output? So in this case, it is taking all inputs are what? 0, 0, 0. When it is all inputs are 0, 0, it is not valid what? Valid encoding. So that valid is 0. So Y is encoding as what? X, X. So let us include the seed to this integer X. Let us initialize X is equal to some value. So I am not using the random, right? I am not using the random. So in this case, what happens for all the 5 repeat statements? It is taking what? 0, 0, 0. Let us randomize this. Dollar symbol random. Now I is taking different values in this case. I am repeating for how many times? 5 times. So let me remove this and run this program. Now can you verify this? It is working as encoder. Can you see this output? This should be encoding as what? 2. Let me bring this in the decimal. Let us remove this. Then run this program. Can you see this is working as encoder now? So this is number 1. I2 is 1. Irrespective of I1 and I2, I3, this should be encoding as what? 2 only. Then it is a valid output. Valid is equal to 1. This one. Open your mouth and tell me what is this one. I0 is 1. Irrespective of what? I0 is 1. Irrespective of I0, I1, I2, I3 0. This will be encoded as what? 0. It is a valid encoding. What about this one? In this case, I0 will be 1. I3 is also 1. What encoder we are designing? Which parity? Higher order parity encoder. In this case, the higher order bit is 1. Irrespective of the lower order. If lower order is 1 or 0, this will be encoding as what? 3 only. Did you understand? But coming to this case, what happens here? This is correct encoding? Is correct encoding? Because I0 is 1, I1 is also 1. We are giving the parity to the 1. Higher order parity. Therefore, it is encoding as what? 1. Valid encoding. What about this one? 1101. 1101, irrespective of the other values, I3 is 1. Therefore, it is encoding as what? 3. So, this is working as a what? Parity encoder. What parity? Higher order parity. So, So let us understand this case statement. What this case statement is understanding here.
ला
First case, if I is what? 1 z is z is z. 1 z is z is z. If this bit is 1 irrespective of the all other bits, this z will be taking as what? So case z statement, what is z will take as? Don't take. If you are writing in your expression or in your alternatives, case z statement, this z will be treated as what? Don't case. This is taking as a don't care. Don't care means what? 0 or 1. Now we are designing the higher order parity encoder. Then this is equal to 1. Correct? This is encoding as what? 3. Again, this when this bit is 1 irrespective of the other bits, it is 2. This is for what? 1. And this is for 0. Other than this, what we are doing? Default. Y is equal to x6. And then we are calculating the assigning value. Is this is clear? How to model? You think of how to do lower order parity encoder. How to do lower order parity encoder? How to do lower order parity encoder? You change the inputs, that's it. Z1 is nothing but what? 0. It should have 0. Think of that how to do the lower order parity encoder. This is clear how this case X and case Z help us to modeling the parity encoder. Can you write a decoder using case statements? 4x2 decoder. Sorry, 2x4 decoder. Decoder is opposite of your encoder. So encoder will do the data compression. Decoder will do what? Data decompression. Correct. Expanding, data expansion operation. Can you write a program for 2:4 decoder? 2:4 decoder using case statements. 2:4 decoder using case statements.
हो गया क्या पूरा?
I'm asking to write a program of behavioral model.
बचपन में खिलाना था ना, ये सब चीजें बचपन में खिलाई जाती है.
2x4 decoder. Using case statements. What is 2x4 decoder? How many inputs will be? 2 inputs will be. Correct. So if I write the model to 2x4 decoder, 2 inputs, 4 outputs. So I take 2 inputs are A and B. Outputs I am going to take as Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. So I take inputs also vector. Let us take this is nothing but X0 and X1. What is encoder is? If I write the truth table to the encoder, this is Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. It is 0, 0, what it is decoding as? Y0 is 1, 0, 0, 0. If it is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. If it is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. If it is a 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. You don't problem with the decoder. If you look at the decoder expressions, is what this is nothing but X0 bar into X1 bar. This is nothing but what? X0 bar into X1. This is nothing but X0 into X1 bar. This is nothing but X0 into X1. Whatever the input you are giving, according to that, it is decoding. Data expansion will take place here. But in the case of your encoder, if your inputs, one or more inputs are high, then it is not properly doing the encoding operation. So that we are going with the parity assignment. Can you write a program to this using case statement. How to write the case statement for this is module let us take decoder. What decoder? Let us take 4x2 decoder. Sorry, 2x. This 2x4 decoder. What is the input to this? X comma y. Do you need any valid input to this, valid output to check this? No, right? Then input are what? To 0 what? X. Output is output rates 3 down to 0. Correct. Next, what I need to do? Always at the rate of, let go with start, begin. Next. Case. Which case I can go? I think this case is fine. Model this. Okay. Because 0, 0, we should decoding as 1 followed by 3 zeros. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Case is fine for this. Case of what? Case of X. Correct. What is alternative to this? 2 tick B 0, 0. Or you can write 2 tick T 0 also. Decimal also fine. Correct. Colon, what I want to do? What y I need to be? 4 tick B 1, 0, 0, 0. This is 0, 0, right? Input is 0, 0. So this should be what? 0, 0. Next is what? 2 tick B1, correct? 0, 1, 1, 0. Next is what? 1, 1. When it is 2 tick B, 0, 1, this is nothing but what we need to do? 1, 0. And this is nothing but 1, 0. This is nothing but what? This is 1, 0, 0. Again, in this case, this is 0, this is 1, and both are what? 1, 1. So what default I can write? Default. So y is equal to, let us make a 4 tick B X. No. 4 tick B. Yes, I need to write the B binary. Correct. Next, what I need to do in the case. Then, in the always, in the morning. Is it clear? This case statement. Now let us run for the syntax errors. Fine now. Now let us quickly write the test bench to this module TB. Then reg 1 down to 0 of what? X. Reg 3 down to 0 of what? Y. Then so this is decoder 2x4, right? DUT. Let us do the port connection by default. This is nothing but Y, right? This should be Y data type. Next, initial begin. Then let us generate the random value of x and x value. So I use x is equal to what? Dollar symbol random. Then delay. Then display this. Dollar symbol time, comma. Then next, this is x input. Percentage B, comma. Percentage B. Argument I need to pass what? X and Y. X and Y. Then finish. Then end. Then end the one. Correct. So I'm not using the word repeat. So this will run for only one time. Correct. Now let us run this code. You can see both are 0, 0. It is decoding as what? 0, 0, 0. You can see this output. X is 0, 0. X0 and X1 is 0, 0. What it has to decode? 0, 0, 0. Correct. Now I am going to repeat this. Repeat. Fix a number of times. 5. Begin. Then I am going to end. Then after that I am going to finish this. Now let us run this for 5 times. Now you can see this is working as a decoder. 0, 0 means what? 0, 0, 0, 1. Decoding as 0, 1. 0, 1 means 0, 0, 1, 0. 0, 1 means 0, 0, 1, 0. 1, 1 means 1, 0, 0, 0. So 0, 1 means what? 0, 0, 1, 0. You to understand this, how to model the decoder using case statements. So this is the use of case X, case Z and case statements, multi-branching statements. Okay, you can take up assignment questions up there on any case statements. You can use assignment questions. Now the next type of control structures is nothing but loops. So what are the loops in the Verilog? So while loop, for loop, then repeat, then forever loop. For loop. So knowingly, unknowingly, we are using what? Repeat. Correct? So rarely we use the for loop, I think so. Correct? Up to now, whatever the sessions I have done, rarely I think I would use 1 or 2 programs for loop. And still we have not used what? While loop and the forever loop. Now we'll see what is the loops in the Verilog. What is a while loop, for loop, repeat and the forever? What is the syntax of this? First, let us consider the while loop. What is the syntax of the while loop in other programming language? In C programming, how you can write the while loop is? Initialization, you use the keyword while, write the condition, then body of the while loop, then increment the value variable, then you can end the while loop. Correct. So what is the while loop syntax is? Let me write like this first. What I am doing here? He is initializing to what? 0. Correct. The syntax is, suppose I want to print the numbers 1 to 100 or 0 to 100. How to print the numbers 0 to 100? One way you can do is nothing but $symbol display I is equal to 0, $symbol display I is equal to 1, 2. How many $symbol display you need to write? 100 times you need to write. Right? So instead of writing $symbol display 100 times, what you can do? You put that in iteration. Iteration means what? Loop. You write the condition to that. How many times you want to print the $symbol display you need to print. Correct. So any iteration if I want to do, I can go with what? Loops. Correct. Let us take one example. I want to print the number 0 to 100. 0 to 100. So how to print the number 0 to 100? First I am taking the variable. I is a variable. This variable is initialized with the what? 0 initially. Initially we are initializing I to 0. Now we are going to write what? While loop. Using keyword. While is a keyword in the Verilog. While. Then what I need to write? Then I need to write the condition here. While condition. What condition I need to write? I is less than or equal to 100. I less than or equal to 100. If there are multiple statements in the while, what I need to do? Grouping with what? Begin and end. Correct. What is the body of the while loop I should write here? What is the body is nothing but dollars. I want to print the value of y, right? Dollar symbol display of what? I is equal to what? Percentage D. Correct. So this is a formatted string. What the argument I need to pass? I. Correct. Then what I need to do? Increment the I. How to increment the I? I is equal to I plus 1. Then what I want to do? There are multiple statements are there. I need to end the while. So this is nothing but what? Syntax of initialization. This is nothing but what? Condition. What condition you are writing? The condition is until this satisfies I is less than or equal to 0. If I is equal to 0, how this will be, condition will be evaluated here? I is 0 means what? 0 is less than or equal to 100. This expression is true. True means what? It is evaluated as logic 1. If this is logic 1, while is logic 1, it is going to what? Entering into the while body. Then it does the while body. Now in the while body you are incrementing this. Now again I becomes what? 1. Then it will go to the while body. This condition is so it will go here. Once I becomes 101, what happens? 101 is not less than or equal to 100. Therefore this condition is becomes logic 0. If it is false, it is going out of the while loop. Did you understand the syntax of this? So this is initialization, condition. What is this? Is nothing but body of the while. Body of the while. If there are multiple statements are there, what you need to do? Do the beginning. Do the beginning. Can you write a simple program to print the numbers from 1 to 100 using while loop? Can you write a program? Write a Verilog program to print the numbers from 0 to 100. Write a program. Now you understand the syntax of the right. So write a program. What I need to write? To write the module. Correct? Easy. No. Stimulus block is fine. Stimulus model. Test bench is fine. Correct? Next, what I need to do? Declaring the variables, right? I can declare as integer I. What is the default size of the I in the Verilog? Integer value. 32-bit is the system dependency, correct? Default it should be 32. It is depending upon the architecture of the system. It varies the size of the I, integer value. Then, is it I is enough for to do this program, right? That's what I can do. Initial begin. Procedural block, initial begin. Initial begin, then the syntax. First I'm initializing item 0. Then what I need to what is the condition of the while? I should write inside the parenthesis. What is the condition is I is less than or equal to, right? If there are multiple statements are there, I should go with what? Begin and end. Now here what I need to write? Dollar display of what I want to display. I is equal to percentage T decimal number. Then what argument I need to pass? I end this. Next what I need to do? I need to increment the I value, right? I plus 1. I plus 1. Then what I need to do? End this while. Then end the initial begin. Then end the in the module. Now let us run this for syntax errors first. So there is no syntax errors. It is printing what? I value. Let us print this is 0D. Remove the spaces. This is the I value. I is 0, 1 up to so on where? I is equal to 100. You understand the syntax of this while loop? Now can you print only the even numbers from 0 to 100 using while loop? How to print only the even numbers from 0 to 100 using while loop? One way to do this is nothing but the number you should divide by 2, modulus of 2. If it is equal to 0, those numbers are what? Even numbers. I should write inside this while loop, I should write what? Conditional statements. Something what? So then how to do decrementing? I minus. Correct. I is equal to I minus. So suppose I want to, this is incrementing. How much I'm incrementing I values? 2. In previous to print a 0 to 100, I'm using 1. Incrementing by 1. You can increment by 2, increment by 3, so on. Decrement by 1. What is the condition? I is equal to I minus. Correct? Now I'll ask one simple program. Can you write a program? You print all the numbers from 1 to 100, which is divisible by 4 using while loop. What are the numbers which is divisible by 4? 4 is divisible, 8 is divisible, 12 is divisible, so on. Can you write a program using while loop? Print all the numbers which is divisible by 4.
मन में इच्छा भी नहीं लगती कि अब एक खत्म करने का दूसरा खा दूं.
So this program is printing, since I am incrementing I by 2, now it is printing all the odd numbers from what? 0 to 100. Sorry, even numbers from 0 to 100, not odd numbers.
ऐसा नहीं कि दो रोटी तो.
So my program, now I am asking you to do.
एक ही तरह की बनाया करो. ये बनाना तो यही सही है. अब ऐसे रंगीन रंगीन रोटियां बनाए तो. अरे मुझे पता है लेकिन दोनों हैवी है ना.
So write a program next case.
एक दिमाग
Write a program to
दिमाग में ये आ रहा है ना.
the numbers from
बंजर जमीन लेके क्या करेगा मैं. मैं यहाँ पे भी कुछ तरक्की होने वाला हूँ. मुझे लगता है 5 साल बाद उसकी रेट इतनी रहेगा. बैरिया बस स्टैंड ना वो थोड़ा बढ़ जाएगा.
divisible by 4. Let us take 4. Write a program to print the numbers from 1 to 100, which is divisible by 4. What I need to do? So this program usually prints what? Numbers from what? 1 to 100. You can use the same program to model this. This is a program to printing the numbers from 1 to 100. I'm started initializing I to 1. Then this is my condition of the while. This is my body and I'm incrementing and printing the numbers from 1 to 100. Now what I want to do? I want to print the number 200 which is divisible by 4 only. How to, what is the condition? I need to write the body of the while. If condition, what is if condition? If, correct. I divided the I value, correct. I is equal to what? I divided or modulus? I 4, what? Is equal to 0. Again, if this is if my if statement is a multiple statement, I should grow with what? Big and so I'm going $display I is equal to what? Percentage 0D. The argument I'm passing is I. Then I should increment inside the if or outside the if. Inside the if, correct? Then this if is for into what? This end is for if statement. I should use one more else. You don't understand. Now this is a program.
काले की नौकरी में तो बार खड्डा में रहता है ना ये
Since all the numbers which is divisible by what? 4 from 1 to 100. This program.
अभी माधुरी के पति की भी नहीं है जरा खेत वाली का लेकिन उसको इतना घमंड काहे थे रामधारी भाई इतना घमंड है कि औरत के और ज्यादा खेत वाली थोड़ी अच्छा घर दुआर बना ले ठीक है नौकरी कर रहा है नौकरी कर रहा है तो
Let me restart this mission.
हैं
सब बेंगलोर में तो ही ना
हैं
बेंगलोर में तो ही
वो करा बड़का के ना रे
बड़का कैसे होगा उसके बाप ने कमा के रिटायर
और बाप ले के है
Let us copy the same program here.
ये लोग को जिगर के बाप ले के इंजीनियर है मुनिया मौसमी के ना रे माधवी के कान है
Can you write a program? Now you can write a program.
घर
Print all the numbers from 1 to 100,
तो वो तो ले लेंगे
which is divisible by 4 as well as 6. You understand? Number should be divisible by 4 as well as what? 6. Can you write a program to that? I think this is some timeout it is showing. Should be some interactive. You can write a program. The numbers which is divisible by as well as what? 6. All the numbers which is divisible by 6 from 1 to 100. Let me take another one.
पेट भर गया मेरा तो
मजा आ गई ना खाइए एक पीस ले ले वो दे दे गिरल रोटी
What is the logic you should do for this?
So inside if condition.
If condition I modulus of 4 is equal to 0, this is for what?
And-
the numbers which is divisible by
and
4.
I want
Then you can use the logical AND operator. Then I modulus of 6 is equal to 0. Can you think of the print all the numbers, prime numbers? Can you take this assignment? Write a program, print all the prime numbers from 2 to 100. 2 to 100. What are the prime numbers from 2 to 100 is? 2, 3, 5, 7. What is a prime number? Definition for the prime number. The number which is divisible by itself as well as by 1 is nothing but a prime number. Correct. So for this, can you write a program using while loop? Use the control statements and use the while loop to print the numbers from prime numbers from 2 to 100. Okay, you can take up this as an assignment. I don't know why this, what happens to this. Is it my network is down?
पापा के भेज देते नाका पे सब
नहीं हम अपना गांव परवल क्यों आता है क्या
निसर्गन के पास
जमालपुर का पता नहीं जमालपुर
Did you understand the syntax of the while loop?
अरे नहीं मैं अपना गांव का लोकेशन
So let us discuss about the while loop. First one. So while loop, what is the keyword for the while loop is while. So this is used to specify the what?
सर मैं बहुत सारे
Specify the loop. Correct. The while loop executes until the what?
पता ही नहीं चले
This while expression becomes what? Until that it is keep execute. How to make a continuous execution of the while loop? What condition you should write for? I want to do infinite loop using while.
I not equal to 5
It's infinite loop I want to make. How to do? You make a while expression is always true. While of what? 1. While of 1 means what? If expression is true, then that body of that while loop is keep executing since the condition is true only. Did you understand? So the while loop execute until the while expression became false. You can see what is this program is for. Program is for. So we are declaring integer as a count. Then initial count is equal to what? 0. Then while what is the condition we are writing? Count is less than 128. Then we are grouping with what? Begin and end. What is the use of this begin and end in while loop? Or while loop, we should group with the begin and end. Then what I am doing here? Dollar symbol display count is equal to what? Percentage. What is argument passing is? Count. Then what this is nothing but incrementing the count. Count is equal to what? Count plus 1. What is the output of this program is? The program is going to print the numbers from where to where? 0 to 127. Then the while okay. Okay, let me ask you the program. So this is a flag.
Sir, screen is not visible, sir.